Yahba Shimmer Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Right? And for this quick video, just want to talk about the preparation of being a king. Because on this side, we've been prepared to be kings in the kingdom to come. So that's why we're going through all these, that's why we're being purged. Baptized with fire. That's why we're going through all these things so we can know how to deal and judge and complete righteousness, right? 100%. What you got, something?
Yeah, it says in Proverbs that he that handleth a matter rightly shall find good.
Yeah.
And judging is all about what? Handling matters. Because when Solomon, doing that account with Solomon, remember the lady bought the child before him? And through his wisdom, all right, that's why he was glorified.
Yep.
Right? It says, get Proverbs 12 and 8. Right? Because wisdom commend, him that had it. All right, we're just gonna say that right here when the brother get it. All right, but what he was renowned as a great king, when brother, they heard of the wisdom that he used for that judgment. Right, and that's what wisdom do. The brother put a video in the chat. It says about wisdom. I think it's the brother Lions Rome or Lions of Fire. I believe the brother Judah Kazak put it in the chat, and it says I'll look in the chat and get it. This goes along the line of giving Yahweh wisdom, and we get wisdom. But go ahead,
Yeah, Proverbs 12 and 8. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised.
Right. So the Lord put us in the midst of perverseness to basically allow wisdom to commend us, and wisdom is Yahweh. But He gave us wisdom to be able to judge perverseness. Right. See, I tell you in Proverbs 2, a righteous king scattereth, put a will over wickedness. All right, or his eyes scattereth,
Scatter evil.
Yeah, scattereth evil. All right, that means what? He look off perverseness through the ways of sound judgment. All right, the scriptures and the ancient ways of old are dealing with matters. All right, you got it. You can pull that up. And like the brother said, we've been groomed. All right, that's why the Lord, when we get this this knowledge, it euthanizes us. All right, by youthful, I mean, it returns us to our youth, because we're getting groomed to be what? Kings. All right, as Yahweh is a prince. All right, to the heavenly Father. All right, so are we princes. We're Yashala. We're princes of the power. All right, and that way we're princes to be what? Future kings.
Future king.
All right, a prince, he's the heir of his father inheritance. All right, which is the father good pleasure to give us the what? The kingdom of heaven. And doing so, he'll set up judges judging the 12 tribes of Israel in the book of Matthew. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, because this is, it says in Judges 5 and 11, I rehearse the righteous acts. This is the training grounds on this side that we're going through, right? We're being trained to become complete and perfect kings when we receive the end of our faith. Right? Because when we receive the end of our faith and we get the crowns, right? We basically then completed our course. We finished the faith, and now we're gonna be kings with Yahweh, like it says in Matthew 19 and 28, when He come in a regeneration of the Son of Man, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, right? We're gonna be kings ruling with Yahweh.
Yeah, that's the build up of the grooming. Because in order to be a king, you gotta have what? You gotta be able to speak different languages. You gotta be able to read, directions, maps, right? You gotta be keen on history, Hebrew, different languages, and that's why we're going through the course of learning everything. You'll wonder why in the conference calls we're on Hebrew this week, this month. We're dealing with a breakdown of this, revelation with that, prophecy here. We're dealing with many matters. And because we're being groomed to be king, a king have to be well studied in different aspects of life. All right, he got to be taught. As a child, he be taught too. All right, that's why I say train up a child. Yep. And then you can get that and give me Sirach 30 and 3.
Yeah, this Proverbs 22 and 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
And that's why we being our youth, when we have this wisdom, Because wisdom calls a man face to shine. So it keep us with our youth. All right. Do it make us younger? No. All right. But it makes us spirited. It makes us the wisdom of the Rakakwadash, it keeps us in season. So we're in out of season, you know, we like right on time. All right, because you got older men that have this truth too. They're not younger, but they're wise. Because remember, wisdom is not judged in a matter of days, but is a what? Is a spotted age, an unspotted age. Yeah. All right, which ultimately shows that's why Yahweh Shai, when we do get the wisdom, we got to come as little children. It says train up a child in the way that he should go. So that in order to receive the kingdom of heaven, he likened it unto a little child sitting in the marketplace, man. All right? Meaning what? We got to start from our youth, okay? And then what? Get groomed up in order to know the things we need to know in order to judge and rule the people. Solomon prayed for wisdom and knowledge to lead the people. All right? But you need the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to even be. You have to be taught that to even be eligible to be a king. You got it. Sirach 30 and 3, yeah.
Yeah, this is Sirach 30 and 3. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Right, so teaching them what? Teaching the laws, statutes, and commandments. And that grieves the enemy, because we're also in that same book of where they getting taught at, we're getting taught to rule over our oppressors, man. Yeah. All right? We're getting taught to rule over them. So that grieves the enemy, because we're coming back to our kingly like mind state, which we fell from our first estate, man. All right? When we was what? We was glorified because we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Get Deuteronomy 4 and 6. And the reason why it grieves the enemy, because it's about to say here. All right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 4 and 6. It says, but ye that did cleave unto your power, Yahweh.
No, it's in the sight of the sight
4 and 6, like it.
Yeah.
It says, I was reading 4.
That's 6.
Yeah. Verse 6, it says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
And this the thing that we get trained up from, right? And no matter when we get it, all right, when we get it, we still able to what? Do it amongst, you know, other people and show the other nations, and that's what makes us great. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, that's what it's all about, and that's where the training we need to come from, man. Because it says, as a little children, we had known the scriptures, and that's the only really way to live and grow. All right. So if you don't do that, then you're not developing. All right, and you're not getting set for thrones. The men, the kings of the world to come is getting groomed for their thrones. The Lord is getting them ready, and part of getting them ready, okay, is going through the, you know, what we doing now, learning, you know, how to judge matters and exercising ourselves. Yep. And good and evil, having our senses exercised. All right, that's the training up, you know. So that's.
Yeah, I had one more.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Rock 34 and 9. It says, a man that had traveled knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom. He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express, right? And us falling from, you know, that lower state, right? We're just learning both sides of the coins, right? We knowing what it is to, you know, to be wicked, to be in that lower state. And we're also going to learn, well, we had, you know, the knowledge first before we fell, right? Being, you know, righteous and perfect. But now we're learning, in this lower state, both sides of the coin. So we know how to perfectly judge and complete righteousness, right? But yeah, that was pretty much it. You didn't have nothing. So that's the point. Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying. Before we get out of here, I want to give infinite honors and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.